Hi, my name's Joe Carnell. I'm Head of Performance Analysis, and here's an insight into how we use analysis at Derby County Football Club. So these are the tellies all around the training ground, so these are dotted everywhere. What we do is we try and feed back to the players via the TVs. So at the minute we're showing all the academy goals, again as a talking point for the first team players to engage with the academy players. We put first team all the way down throughout the academy ages, and again it's just a good way of feeding back to them. Here we got the meeting room. We do everything here in terms of pre-match meetings, post-match meetings, unit meetings, review meetings, anything really where we engage with the players as a team within their units. We do it all in here. Again, we talk about technology quite a lot, but this is a state-of-the-art touchscreen TV that we use everything similar to what you'd see on Monday Night Football, and we use a telestration tool called Coach Paint. So basically that allows us to do everything that you'd see like Gary Neville, for example, doing. So drawing lines on the pitch, highlighting where the space are, spotlighting on players, and this just allows us to do that. So the manager will use that to feed back to the players. So then we come straight out of the meeting room into the analysis suite at the training ground. So again, this is where all the lads are working. It's early morning, so not everyone's in yet. So yeah, basically what you see is the workstations, and basically every analyst at the football club's housed in this room. So again, from the academy to the first team, just making sure that integration's in place. We work on four main principles really: the training week, pre-match, live game, and then post-match. And they all come with their own individual aspects. So really the pre-match really comes first. So we've got Tom Green, who's our opposition analyst. Tom will go and watch the live games of the opposition, and then as part of a bigger meeting that we have as staff, myself, the coaches, the manager, Tom will present a 30-40 minute meeting. That's basically he's collated together all main aspects of opposition. So we'll focus on what they do in possession, what they do out of possession, how they attack, how they defend, what their strengths and weaknesses are, and then we'll go into a lot more detail from that meeting into what we're going to show to the players.
It's my role to provide the coaching staff with tactical videos and a report based on the opposition. So usually what I'll do is watch the last 5 games of the opposition, usually 4 on video, from a wide angle so you can see all the players, what's going on, how the team moves and that. And then I'll go and watch them live. So this weekend, for example, I'll be watching our next opponent, and I'll go and do it live there, so I've seen them in the flesh as well. So yeah, from there I'll put together say about half an hour video for the coaching staff, and then I'll present back to them what the main things are: strengths, weaknesses, style of play.
We'll put that into a report format, which gets presented to the coaches. Part of that will then get presented to the players as part of their preparation for a game. We'll have a main pre-match meeting with the team beforehand. We'll then go into more detail in our units, so in our defensive, midfield and attacking units. And then basically the players, they can ask for anything that they possibly want, and we'll provide that for them. So each individual player's got a different way that they want to prepare for a game, and we'll tailor what we do around that to make sure that they're going into the game as prepared as what they can possibly be. The training aspect of what we do, we've got a camera system provided by CCTV at the training ground. It's also replicated here at the stadium. And what that allows us to do is that allows us to film every single pitch from multiple angles, and then we can live code what's going on in the training sessions. So Sam Thacker, who's the match trainer and analyst that's part of the team, he'll You'll capture all the live training sessions and code live what's going on.
My role is first team match analyst, so what that includes is in the week that'll include doing opposition pre-match, focusing on set plays, filming training, providing technical readouts for it throughout the week. We use the system behind, we use the IP cameras that we have here. We have 37 in total here, 9 on the first team pitches. So it allows us to capture training from different angles, all trainings filmed. No matter if the attackers go over one area or the midfielders go over another, it's all captured. And we put it into the software we use to provide technical data from it, combine that with the physical data that we get from the GPS as well.
So we're there really as a resource to back up everything that the coaches and the manager are doing. And it's our responsibility to flag up anything that perhaps you can't see but that the numbers are telling us that's happening. So for example, if we're hitting a main target in a game, we can go back and see what we've done to achieve that target in the game. If we're underachieving in a certain aspect, we can then go back and tailor our working week around what the numbers are telling us and also what the coaches and the manager are seeing during the game. So we're covering all bases basically. So really it's Sam's responsibility to capture and analyse all the training. We use that as part of the feedback process to the players. Again, that's something that the coaches are massively bought into, and that's a huge part of what we do as a department, is that we have to have that buy-in from the coaches and the football staff, and we're really lucky at Derby County Football Club to have that. The players themselves will come and ask to see things, they'll ask for feedback. And again, that's where analysis as a tool is really important to them to develop as players. And surprising, really, the senior players, even the senior players now, when they were coming through as younger players, had analysis as a tool. So analysis now is just absolute standard for them, and it's up to them really to use it how they feel necessary. You know, we won't use it as a way of just absolutely overloading them with information. They'll get what they want basically. We've also implemented and developed in-house a Derby County app, which again we can provide the players with everything they need should they want to watch anything outside of the football club, which more and more of them do now. So they can watch all of their training sessions, individual clips, everything from the game, all the data from the game. They can have that on the app. We use it as a scheduling system, and all different departments of the football club can use the app to basically feed back to the players, and the players can use it to feed back to us as well. So we're giving the players and the staff everything that they possibly need to be as prepared as what they could be to go and win a game on a Saturday or a midweek. So, and I think that's really important that by providing that sort of service to the players, that's where we get our buy-in, where they see the importance of what we're doing. In terms of the technology, the software, the infrastructure that we've got in place, we're really at like the top end of the Championship, Premiership for what we have.
Yeah, so the camera setup we have here is the same that Central County have installed at Chelsea, Tottenham and Arsenal. We have the exact same setup they have there. So we're the only Championship club that's got this level of cameras installed at the stadium.
We use sports code, which is an industry standard for capturing and coding games. So we can provide instant feedback in-game, so we can do that live to the bench. We'll have communications down to the bench, because what we see up in the stand is a very different picture to what you see at pitch level. So sports code provides us with all of our match day coding needs and capture needs. When I started 2005-2006 season, analysis was very much a new thing, a new tool that the coaches and managers probably hadn't had much access to. Whereas now it's very much an important part of what everyone does. You know, so at its beginnings, sports science was relatively new, and then analysis come along. And I think for fans and I think for coaches, they see sports science on a daily basis, sports medicine on a daily basis. You know, you'll see physios on the pitch on a match day, you'll see sports scientists warming the players up, whereas analysis is very much going on in the background at football clubs. But it's probably not as well known to fans and to the general public about what we do really. So again, when I first started 05, 06, because analysis was a new tool, the players didn't really know what to make of it. And I think it's very much how it's used. If it's used in a negative way, you get very little buy-in. If it's used in a positive way, and if the players can see the benefits of really buying into it, I think they see what a massively important tool it is. And it's something that the manager and the coaching staff see as a real important tool. So even though we can't be seen on a match day or out on the training pitch, there's a lot going on in the background. That's becoming a more and more important part of football. You know, I think social media, I think the internet, I think the TV now, the use of data and statistics is opening people's eyes to kind of what we do.